You know the sad thing? One person would have gone to start trading there.
Yeah.
And then we'll look on unconcerned. And then a friend will come and then she would accommodate the friend. And then by the time you say, Jack, one person started, but now you have about 40 to 50 people. Look at the story that Leo shared with us on the unfortunate day when the fire happened in Edum. The lady we spoke to, the programs director for Hello, who said the fire tenders had to struggle to drive through the streets to get to where the fire was. Yeah. Why? Because people were hawking and selling on our pavements and on our streets. And yet, I keep saying this thing. I could sound like a broken record. What lessons are we learning? No, what lessons are we learning? Day in and out, people are going to Edum to say they are going to sympathize, empathize, and give them support and all that. But after putting up that market again, after putting up a building again, what do we do to ensure that we have the right of way for fire tenders and fire personnel to go and do their job when the need arise? How do we ensure that the fire hydrants are available for them to use? In which country apart from Ghana would you have a fire tender at a fire scene and a water tank will come to fill the tender with water before then they'll put off the fire? Now, even when you buy a Rambo 47 whatever water tank, poly tank, if you buy that tank and you buy water from the Ghana Water Company people and you want to fill your tank, it will take some minutes, some 15, 20, 25, 30 minutes. Yeah. So if we are filling that big tender, if we are filling that big tender with a water tanker, how many minutes will it take? Meanwhile, whilst we're doing that, the fire is still raging on, the fire is still burning, and yet we say we are filling it before we quench the fire.
You know. Yesterday when I was at the canteen, I told you something that, and Lawyer Kwashi called me. David, most of our paralysis. I'm coming to that.
Hold on 1 second for me. There's a picture on Facebook again right now on Love in the Morning. There are firemen standing by a fire hydrant. What do you see there? So near a fire hydrant. Yeah. And it's a fire service for the American speed. And when they want to quench fire, they drive at certain speeds.
David, let me describe. In fact, the coal pot the lady uses to fry the bayere or whatever is on the structure of the fire hydrant.
So that's there are fire personnel there. I don't know what took them there, but question is, would they move this woman away and cordon off the place or cover the place and make the place available for them to have access to the fire hydrant when the need arise? Why are we doing this? Joel, I don't know whether you have that video. The one that they had to dig the ground, the cold store one. Show that video for me. Meanwhile, there's a human being who has been created by God. Birth of a human being has a brain in his or her mind. And he or she decides to go and build a structure over, what do you call it, a fire hydrant. What is wrong with us? And I keep asking myself, so for the fire service people, let's say there's no fire at a place. What they ought to be doing is, Charlie, you check your vehicles to see the state that they are in. Yeah. You have enough fuel in there, you have enough water in there, the tire pressure is okay, you have all the equipment in there, on standby. Because when the call comes, you have to move. Why can't they do same for the fire hydrants?
David.
Where they go around the city, go around the markets, check how many fire hydrants they have. Where are the fire hydrants situated? Are they in the right shape? Do they have water in there? So when they say, when you go here, you have access and you have fire and water
David,
in there to use.
Again, David.
Are they?
Most of these issues are our assemblies. You know why? David, this lady, let's use this picture. This lady selling, right, will pay a certain fees to the assembly.
Toll. Yeah, they pay a toll.
They know them. So, David, that's why the last time I was telling you that most of our paralysis, I'm coming to the firm conclusion that it's the assemblies. Because, David, you see, they are the focal people. They deal with the traders directly because, David, they're able to locate them and take the 2 CD, 3 CD thing that they take. In fact, David, something wonderful happened. When the MPP was campaigning in 2016, there was a Kaya association that were able to donate money to the MPP. Remember that?
Yeah, I remember, yeah.
Uh-huh. So even Kayas have associations. So there's a form of a certain way that the tax system identifies them. But when it comes to education and enforcing the law, we pretend we don't know them. This is the
so listeners,
that's the video you are looking for.
So this is the video I am looking for. And I'm begging you, if you're at your workplace and you can spare me some 3 minutes.
Imagine?
Spare me some 3 minutes. I'm begging you. Go onto our Facebook page right now on Love in the Morning and see what a human being has decided to do to a fire hydrant. Go see this. So see, if I want to describe it, the person has used broken tiles to cover a place where he is operating or she's operating a cold store. Or cover or the broken tiles. Was our broken tiles and beneath it.
It's concrete.
It's concrete. And beneath the concrete is a fire hydrant. Fire hydrant that has water running through it. Fire hydrant that can be used to quench fire if there should be what they call it, a fire outbreak in that community. So right now, when the fire service moves their tender,
in fact, David, per the narrative of the video, this is just around the Techima market. You know the Techima market was on fire recently. So this is around the Techima market. So it's when through the fire service, per the narration of the video, if they are inaccurate, I'm also inaccurate. That's how they identify this thing. And David, I will not be surprised. You have many of such similar things.
I'm saying go to Asafo Market right now. I can bet my last coin that we can find about 5 of fire hydrants that people have built upon. I can bet you. And you ask yourself, so why are we allowing this to happen? And when the person was doing this, Assemblyman area, I'm on for the area, so nobody saw this.
David, also
to report this.
Also, David, the problem may be information flow. You see, David, for example, Adjoa may book interview, client service, right? And what will she do? She will tell me. Then I also tell her, then I give you the synopsis and everything, David, right? So there's a system. If Adjoa books the interview and says, David, the interview is at 9:30, and Adjoa keeps that information, you and I will not know. So at 9:30, you may be playing music, and the person may be at client.
How will I even prepare to read about the person coming and then ask questions?
Exactly. So it is about the MMDs liaising with the fire service, because David, I believe that a proper fire service station will have all these designations of where their fire hydrants are.
Yesterday,
and they must liaise.
Yesterday, I was asking one of the people at the fire service, how many fire hydrants do we have? Let's say in Kumasi. I'll say I don't want it to be difficult for me to tell you. Well, I say, okay. How many fire hydrants do we have? I live within the Oforiko municipality. So if there's a trouble, I need to call on the fire service for the Oforiko municipality. How many fire hydrants we have, even at the Oforiko? The answer was, no, I don't know.
Is he a big man?
And I was like, okay.
Is he a big man?
Or yes. Oh, no, not an ordinary person. Oh. So then I asked this question. Ideally, how many should we have? And I'm told that, let's say, within every 100 meters to 150 meters, there should be a fire hydrant. Every 100 to 150 meters. But if I say the 500 meters, there should be a fire hydrant. Oforiko municipality, is that what we have? Is that what we have? 500 meters. Elsewhere, they've made it possible.
So
elsewhere where they take,
let's do something here. Let me
land on what I wanted to say.
So
before you do